Keynote address by President Isaias Afwerki on the occasion of the 34th Independence Anniversary. Asmara, the 24th of May 2025. It is incumbent on us to monitor, meticulously analyze, and properly read international and regional developments and trends in order to make judicious choices that impact our own agenda of internal progress. But as the sayings of the sage run, hold the yoke firm irrespective of the meanderings of the oxen, or, better to focus on the fulcrum rather than running aimlessly. Our core mission is to give our undivided focus and priority to our own domestic developments and trends. Our development programs, which continue to be pursued in accordance with their sectoral priorities, water infrastructure, energy, electricity, agriculture, marine resources, physical infrastructure, as well as housing, transport, education, health, tourism, etc., will be further bolstered through an integrated development program that will be implemented in the 6 regions in the current year based on detailed plans and by marshalling the requisite resources. And above all, in a manner that galvanizes extensive popular participation and contribution. The overarching and multi-pronged goal of our development agenda revolves around the timely alleviation of the living conditions of our people, especially the deprived segments, and more importantly, the extrication of our economy from a subsistence level towards an economy that augments our productivity and aggregate produce in a sustainable manner. That catalyzes our transition towards manufacturing and industrialization. But our development agenda is not confined to economic growth alone. The diplomatic and information communication fronts should not be glossed over in the context of the volatile international and regional trends. Naturally, capital, other resources and facilities are vital. But the resource of paramount importance is devoted and industrious human capital. As such, we are marching forward with reassuring guarantees. And no force can impede the inexorable progress. As we appraise the trajectory of our independence, sovereignty, unity and territorial integrity each year against the backdrop of the formidable process of nation building, it is imperative to clearly comprehend, in an objective and relational perspective, the global and regional environment. Precisely because the bolstering and reinforcement of our independence cannot be seen in isolation from the prevalence of a just global order and regional architecture of mutual respect, complementarity, cooperation, stability and progress that we deeply cherish. Perhaps, against the backdrop of President Trump's indicative policies, Africa's precarious system anchored on handouts and subsidy from the US and others might face what is often dubbed as the unintended consequences of change. The latter could potentially open a new opportunity and impetus to the African peoples. What about the regional situation close to us? Our permanent strategy is anchored on fostering robust ties in our region predicated on mutual respect, complementarity, cooperation, stability, prosperity and integration. The geostrategic importance of the neighborhood has always made it susceptible to myriad interferences and acts of subversion spurred by perceived imperatives of increasing influences. In this respect, we can look at the crises in Sudan and Ethiopia as manifestations and indicators of these machinations. The neighborhood of the Sudan has an obligation to shoulder its moral responsibility and extend unreserved support to the Sudanese people. This is duty and not a favor by any means. Following the several and repeated disasters unleashed by ethnic federalism, the euphoria and optimism that the presumed reform engendered not only in Ethiopia but also in Eritrea and other neighboring countries 7 years ago is indeed fresh in our memories. But the external forces who were perturbed by the promising prospects were not idle. The wars they have declared against the Ethiopian people under the rubric of prosperity, their new surrogate, in the past few years is illustrative of the desperation. The pretexts and banners are many. The reckless agendas and their preemptive features transparent. They include issue of water, Nile and the Red Sea, access to the sea, ideology of Oromuma, that does not represent the Oromo people, the conundrum of a Cushitic-Semitic antagonism, instrumentalizing the people and land of Afar as a ruse and convenient platform, stoking ethnic wars all over, etc. The purchasing spree set in motion to acquire weapons and technology, in order to unleash these declared wars, the accompanying bravado and military brinkmanship, are all well known and documented. The dollars squandered to enlist the collaboration of traitors and turncoats are limitless. The tools of psychological warfare, deployed as a third pillar so as to spread abject lies, suppress and distort truth and facts, and foment hatred and grievances are numerous too. Overt and covert acts of subversion being concocted against the people and government of Eritrea are well known to all and sundry. In conclusion, the optimistic prospects that were in the offing have dissipated. The Ethiopian people have already made the choice, and they are buckling up to strengthen their opposition. The people and government of Eritrea do not regret the unreserved support that they vigorously extended with high hopes to the presumed rectification, reform because of the sudden turn of events. They do not have the appetite to indulge in platforms of lies and futile acrimony. They call on the external forces that are embroiled in concocting subversion to fold their hands' tentacles. As for the few collaborators and vacillating elements, they urge them to stay away from these transgressions.
ከከም ቀዳምነቶም ክሰላሰሉ ዝጸንሑ ልምዓታዊ መደባትና በብጽላቶም ማይ፣ ፀዓት፣ ኤሌክትሪክ፣ ሕርሻ፣ ሃብቲ ባሕሪ፣ ትሕቲ ቅርጺ ብቐንዱ መንበሪ ኣባይቲ፣ መጓዓዝያ፣ ትምህርቲ፣ ጥዕና ወዘተ ብተወሳኺ ድርኺት ኣድማዕነቶም ምእንቲ ክረጋገጽ ኣብ 2025 ድሕሪኡን ኣብ 6 ዘባታት ተኸፋፊሎም ውጥናት ክደቃቐሎም ንትግባረ ዘሳልጥ ጸጋታት ክጎሳጎሰሎም ልዕሊ ኩሉ ግን ዝሰፍሐ ተሳታፍነት ህዝቢ ተወዲቡ ኣበርክቶ ዝገብረሉ ክኸውን ጥሙር ልምዓታዊ መኸተ ኣብ መስርሕ ኣሎ። ነቲ ብዝሰፍሐ ዝውደብ ዘሎ ስታፌ ህዝቢ ነቲ ብሓይልታት ምክልኻል ክዕመም ዝጸንሐ እጃም ልምዓት እውን ብስፍሓትን ዓይነትን ዓብዩ ናይ ህዝቢ ዕማም ደሪዑ ብዝሓሸ ኣወዳድባ ኣብ ልምዓታዊ መኸተ ከም ዝሳተፍ ክኸውን ዓሚ እውን ጠቒሰዮ ከም ዝነበርኩ ኣብ ወፃኢ ናይ ዘሎ ሓርበኛ ህዝቢ ዕቑር ዓቕምታት ምስ ንጡፍ ተበግሶታቱ ኣብ ልምዓታዊ መኸተ ገዚፍ ኣበርክቶ ዝገብረሉ ባይታ ንምጥጣሕ ዝተበገሰ ሓሳብ ንምውጣንን ምውዳብን ክሕግዘና ዝተጀመረ መስርሕ ሓበሬታ ስለ ዘይተጻፈፈ ይጉተት ጸኒሑ እዩ። ካብ ካልኣይ ፍርቂ 2025 ግን ኣብ ርእሲ እቲ ምስናይ 6 ዞባታትን ሓይልታት ምክልኻልን ውሁድ ውዳበ ኣብ ወፃኢ ናይ ዘለዉ ስታፌ ኣብ መኸተ ልምዓት ከም ሳልሳይ ውሁድ ኣካል ኮይኑ ክሳተፍ እዚ ንውልቃውን ብእኩብን ብኮማትን ደረጃታት ዝወሰዱ ፕሮጀክታትን ወፍርታትን ኣብ ዝተፈላለየ ጽላታትን ዓውታትን ከይሓወስካ እዚ ኣቦትኡ ኣሎ ማለት ኣምር ወይ መበገሲ ልምዓታዊ መኸትና ሓድሽ እኳ ተዘይኮነ ብቐንዱ ናይ ህዝብና መነባብሮ ኣውራ ናይቶም ዝተዋሰኑ ብእዋናውነት ዘቃልል ብዓብዩ ከዓ ናይ ሓዋሩ ካብ ቁጠባ ዓንጋሎ ዘውፃና ኣፍራይነትና ዘሐይልን ምህርትና ብዘላቕነት ዘኻዕብትን ናብ ምስናዕን ኢንዱስትርያውነትን ዘሰጋግር ምእንቲ ክኸውን እዩ። መኸተና ኣብ ቁጠባዊ ልምዓት ጥራይ ዝተሓፅረ ኣይኮነን። ምስ ተጋላባጢ ዓለማውን ዞባውን ምዕባልያታት ዲፕሎማስያውን ዜናውን ሓበሬታውን ግንባራትን ከይረሳዕካ እዩ። ማልን ካልእ ጸጋታትን መሳለጥያን ኣገዳሲ ይኹን እምበር እቲ ወሳኒ ውፉይን ጻዕረኛን ሰብ ስለ ዝኾነ ቅሳነት ዝህብ ውሕዝነት ሒዝና ኢና ንግዝግዝ ዘለና ገስጋስና ዝዓግት ሓይሊ ከዓ የለን። መስርዕና ድርዕና መስመር ዘቕንዑ ሰማዕታት ይተሓበኑ ዓወት ንሓፋሽ
Hi. ولا يخالن جلس كل الحياة حسن من عيد حشني جلس كل الحياة حسن من عيد حشني ويتبع قداته أبلا من طنون صوار ما قريغان حمقار حازان سرح زانتا قيحدم تمن يطار علمو صلاون موديل صلاون موديل صلاون موديل نفسي يطا نفسي علها عبر ريك اللاسي أماتي عزم زيت القوم تحيقو تماتي نفسي يطا نفسي هي ما سنبكا كبر زنت إليك بصد شبشب تأمر نفسي أتأمس لا كلنا حيلين أقرأ وحيلين لا كلنا حيلين لا هدر حيلين كنا دمر بحقنا كلنا حيلين أقرأ وحيلين لا هدر حيلين عين حراتها كنا عتلالي لا كلنا حيلين أقرأ وحيلين لا هدر حيلين برحة سعران زمن هلالي كلنا حيلين وحيلي يحفش حيلي بسل بروح صباح وحال سآبي ري بهاري ريبي بهاري عدي بهاري مرمر وغوة خزان معار عين حاقر وفر وفار
شير لايك سبسكرايب مقبارا يترسعوا. Thank you.